All right, this lesson is over the teacher step-by-step lesson for chart skills. We're going to use the education data file. Need to export that to Microsoft Excel. The first step says save the data file as education pays, followed by your initials. All right, once your data file is saved, we are going to start with step 2, so column charts. So insert a text box on sheet 1. So under the insert tab, the text box icon is this, it looks like a right next to the little duck icon, and to the right of shapes. And it says, in that text box, we want to change it light green, shape fill. So under shape, our shape fill is the paint bucket. So a light green fill, and then a dark green shape outline. So the shape outline is the pencil, and we'll choose the dark green. It says in the box, write a 1-sentence initial reaction to the data in range B3 to C8. So the data in range B3 to C8 talks about income, men versus women based on their educational levels. So every single educational level, the men always make more than the women. Okay, so that's my initial reaction. I'm going to position that text box right there. Step number 3, select the range B3 to C8. So I'll select B3 down to C8. We'll click the Insert tab and Charts. And then we want to create a column chart. And we want to choose the first column chart icon, this one. Once you tap on that chart icon option, it pops up your chart. We want to cut and paste the chart into the sheet tab number 2. So I'm going to tap on my chart, click cut, tap sheet 2, and we'll click paste. So there's my chart. The next step says rename sheet 2 as column chart. So I'm going to tap on sheet 2, click rename, and we're going to call it column chart. And then you can just tap anywhere on the spreadsheet and it will go out of that name editing. All right, so anytime we are clicked off of our chart, we don't have our chart formatting tab. We have to click on our actual chart, and then this new chart tab pops up. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is apply chart layout number 9. So we're going to click the layouts button, and then we're going to scroll down till we see number 9 option, which is this one. The next step is change the chart title to Education Pays. So I'll double tap on the chart title text box. I'll delete out that chart title text and I'll replace it with Education Pays. Next, click the vertical axis title and type median income. So that is this text box. Double tap. Median, well, we don't want it in all caps. Median income. And then the horizontal axis title box is going to be education level. All right, the next design element is we're going to add chart style 10. So our styles is the graph with the paintbrush on top of it, they want us to choose number 10. So we just count all of our style options till we get to number 10, which is this one. So I'll tap that. It changes the look of my chart now. On the chart tab, add the element data labels. So our chart elements are here under the elements button. They want us to add a data labels, and they want us to add it to the outside end. When I tap outside end, it now puts the income levels at the top of each column. And then we want to resize our chart because right now all of our salaries are overlapping some of the other columns. So just resize it big enough to where the numbers don't overlap on the actual column. All right, so that is how you create column charts. We're going to go back to sheet tab 1. And we're going to create a pie chart using all of the men's data. So we're going to select the range A3 to B8. Under the insert tab, we'll click charts, and we want to make a pie chart this time. And we want to choose the 3D pie chart, which is the second option, this one. Once you tap on it, it puts your pie chart into your spreadsheet. We want to cut and paste that on sheet number 3. Paste. And we want to rename our sheet tab pie chart. Okay. All right, so let's start to adjust some of the elements. So we want to apply chart layout number 2. So I'll tap layouts. We're going to choose number 2. And then style number 10. So chart styles. And we scroll till we see number 10, which is the very last option. Step 5 says change the chart title to Education Men. So I'll double tap on the chart title. We'll change it to Education Men. And then they want us to adjust the chart title font size to 28. So I'll just tap on the chart title. Under the home tab, I'll tap on my font size and choose 28. You may have noticed that it shifted one of our pie percentages outside of the pie. If we just resize our chart a little bit, it should knock that percentage back into the pie piece. The last step is alternative text. Alternative text is an option for people who are visually impaired so that they can have a way of seeing or hearing what is being shown on a chart, even though they can't actually see it. So under alternative text, that's where you can add a description of what information the chart provides to you. So under the chart tab, alternative text button is on the far right hand corner. In the description button, you can explain what this chart shows. So men make the most money with a bachelor's or graduate degree. And then you can just tap the little X button and that alternative text does remain there. So those are pie charts. The last one is a sparkline chart. So we'll go back to sheet 1 tab. We will select the range C4 to C8, so all of the financial data for women. And I want to click the insert tab, charts, and then choose line. And I want to choose chart, line chart number 4. So this is the 4th one. So a sparkline chart is actually a very small chart. So we're actually going to remove all of the chart elements so that only the line remains. So under our chart elements, we're going to go and we'll remove our horizontal and vertical axes. We'll go remove our chart title. And the last piece is the legend. So now all that's left is the actual chart itself. And the instructions say to resize it. If I can get it to resize. Go to where it fits in the D4 to E5 is the range they want it in. So it would be about there. Okay. So that's our little line chart that represents the females' incomes. Looks like they make the biggest leap in pay when they transition from a bachelor's degree to a graduate degree. See that little spike in their chart from the 4th dot to the 5th dot. All right, those are all the steps for lesson 4 charts.